Adventures in Time and Space. Transcribed in... Adventures in Time and Space. Transcribed in future tense. Can you predict the future? Can you tell what will come in 100 years? Or in 10? Or in the next minute? Tonight, Dimension X brings you a glimpse of what may well happen within your own lifetime. The Robert Heinlein story, The Roads Must Roll.
Here's a run, watch them run, oh, our job is never done, for our roadways go rolling along. While you ride, we are watching down inside, so your roadways keep rolling along. Oh, it's high, high heat, the roadmen are we. Check off the sectors loud and strong. 1, 2, anywhere you go, you are bound to know that your roadways keep rolling along. Keep them rolling! Your roadways keep rolling along.
It was in the middle 1950s that the automotive age began to die. The traffic engineers had long expected it. For years, they had watched our vast cities sprawl and spread out, spill over into the countryside, become more and more dependent on motor transportation. And then finally, the inevitable breaking point was reached. The growing flood of cars and buses and trucks began to swamp the streets and arterial highways. The building of roads could no longer keep pace. The superhighways clogged, congested, became packed with cars stalled bumper to bumper, and the cities began to die of slow strangulation, for the traffic could no longer roll. And then the engineers took over. They banned the automobiles, tore up the superhighways, and in their place they built the rolling roads. Mechanized roads that moved like huge conveyor belts, whirling along on their giant rotors at speeds ranging from 5 to 100 miles an hour, carrying the freight, the food, and the people from city to city and coast to coast. An engineering miracle had changed the face of a nation. The automobiles and railroads vanished. The rolling roads had taken over all transportation. And no one worried over the fact that if the roads should ever stop, our whole economic life would stop. For the machinery had never failed yet. The machinery that rolled the roads was perfect. But people forgot that machinery depends on men, the men who run it.
Who makes the roads roll? That's right. The engineers. Not the supervisors, not the mechanic union, but the engineers. We're the brains of the roads. And where would the public be if we didn't keep those roads out there rolling? Right behind the 8-ball, and everybody knows it. All right, then. We're the men who hold the power. It's time we started using it. Right. We've called this meeting of the Engineers Control Committee because that's what we want to do, control.
Your time, boy.
Because I'm tired of taking orders from the Transport Commission, from slick desk jockeys like Jim Gaines, who don't even know a rotor bearing from a field. Let Gaines yammer about our duty to the public. That's a lot of eyewash. We've got the power, and we're the men that count. It's time we quit fiddling around and use a little direct action to get what we want.
Let's go. Mr. Chairman. The chair recognizes Brother Harvey of the Transport Mechanics Union.
Thanks, boys. I don't rightly belong here since I'm no engineer. I'm just here to represent the workers' union. But I want to know what's all the shooting for. You engineers have got better working conditions than we have, and we ain't kicking. You say you engineers are powerful. You say you can tie up the road.
That's right.
Well, listen. So can any screwball with a jar of nitroglycerin.
Hey, what's he here?
Yeah, and he don't need no engineering degree neither.
Harvey, are you speaking for your union now? Or are you here as a stooge for the Transport Commission?
Listen, I helped found my union, and I led the strike in 75 for decent working conditions. Where were you engineers then, huh? With the thing.
Now, Brother Harvey, remember you're only a guest at this meeting. Go on, Pan.
Now, listen, men. I'm one of the old engineers on the roads. You all are. Worked up the hard work. We didn't go to the fancy technical institutes like those young punk cadets the commission is training to take over our jobs. That's right, man. Jim Gaines don't fill us full of the old school spirit and that baloney about how the roads must roll. So, all right, then. Why don't we get smart for a change? What would happen if the roads stopped rolling? Maybe the country would begin to realize that they can't do without us. And maybe we'd begin to get the things we want. The roads must roll!
Yes?
Your wife is calling, Mr. Gaines.
All right, put her on.
Jim, I want you to stop off on your way home and
I'm sorry, darling, I can't make it.
Oh, but you promised.
Yes, I know, but Washington called in. They're sending Evans, the Australian Minister of Transport, through my sector today. I've got to show him through personally.
Well, can't somebody else?
Well, I'm chief supervisor. It wouldn't be courteous.
Darling, courtesy begins at home. I've planned this dinner for weeks.
Honey, the roads must roll.
Jim, if you quote that nauseating slogan at me again, I'll divorce you.
Well, I can't help it, darling. I tell you, I'll meet you at Stockton at 9. We'll take in a show. Kiss Alan goodnight for me.
Well, all right, dear. Goodbye.
Bye, darling.
Mr. Evans is here.
Send him in.
Go right in, sir.
Well, good evening, Mr. Evans. I'm Gaines, chief engineer.
How do you do, Mr. Gaines?
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. They told me at the embassy you'd be the man to see.
Oh?
I want to know how the roads work.
I think we can handle that.
I'm not a technical man, Mr. Gaines. My field is sociology. Suppose you tell me about the roads as if I were entirely ignorant.
Well, fine. Well, it's nearly dinner time. Suppose we run up to Stockton sector for dinner.
All right.
Take us about an hour on the roads, and you can see them working.
Excellent.
If you'll excuse me for a minute.
Of course.
Hi, Chief. What can I do for you?
Oh, Dave, you're on the evening watch, huh? Where's Van Cleek?
Oh, going to some meeting.
I'm going up to Stockton for dinner. Anything to report?
No, sir. The roads are rolling.
Okay, keep them rolling. All right, Mr. Evans, let's go. This here is the low-speed strip. You ever ridden a conveyor before?
No?
Oh, it's quite simple. Remember to face the motion of the strip as you get on. Oh, that's it.
Okay. All right.
We'll go right across here. Each adjoining strip is a few miles an hour faster than the one next to it.
I see.
Freight is carried on the 50-mile strip. Most passenger traffic is on the express strip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, watch your step. Here we are, maximum speed.
100 miles an hour. Amazing.
This strip makes a round trip San Diego to Reno in 12 hours. Oh, here's the restaurant. Ready to eat?
But is this a restaurant?
There's a sign, Jake's Steakhouse, fastest meal on the road.
Is it really a proper restaurant?
Yeah, well, the best. Hooked right into the moving strip, of course. Shall we go in?
Hello there, Mr. Gaines. We don't see much of you out on the road.
Well, busy in the office, Jake.
Oh, two, right this way.
Thank you.
Here we are. Now,
What'll it be?
Well, you order it, Jake.
Well, how about a steak? 2 inches thick from a steer that died happy.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Plug me in the intercom, will you, Jake?
Sure, there's a talk box right next to it.
Blank tool, Ryan.
If you excuse me, Mr. Evans.
Davidson on watch.
This is the chief, Davidson. I'm at Jake's Steakhouse. You can reach me at 10L66.
10L66, right.
There now. I can get a hold of me in an emergency now.
Mr. Gaines, what kind of an emergency could there be?
Well, 2 principally. Power failure on the rotors would bring the road to a standstill. That happened during rush hour. We'd have to evacuate millions of people.
Well, as many as that?
Oh, yes, easily. There are 12 million people dependent on this section of road. Gaines here.
Hello, Chief. Davidson. I just got the hourly reports in.
Proceed.
Cadet engineer Gunther, while on watch, was found playing cards with C.J. Ross, technician on duty.
Any damage?
One rotor running hot, but still synchronized. It was jacked down and replaced.
All right. Have the paymaster give Ross his time. Turn him over to civil authorities. Place Cadet Gunther under arrest. Bring him to Road Town Central.
Yes, sir.
All right. Keep him rolling. As I was saying, Evans, there are 2 possibilities of danger. Can you visualize what would happen if the strip under us would break?
I haven't thought of that. You don't realize you're traveling at 100 miles an hour.
Well, it can't break, not now. The strip has a safety factor of over 12 to 1. This is good soup, Jake.
Thank you, Mr. Gaines.
But you know, Evans, a break did happen once in the early days. That was on the Philadelphia-Jersey City Road.
Dear me, no.
That's right. The strip wasn't much more than a conveyor belt then. You know, it buckled for miles, crushing passengers against the roof. Yeah. Forward section in front of the brake spilled them down under into the rotors and the rollers.
Was it very bad?
Over 3,000 people were killed in that break. But, Evans, the roads had to go on. You know, the entire economic system hangs on the roads. If they stopped now, the country would starve.
Isn't it possible that you've become too dependent on these roads, Mr. Gaines? For example, what if you had a strike?
We had a strike back in 75, but, well, there's not much danger of that anymore.
Oh? Why not?
Every cadet that goes to work on the roads today is a graduate of the United States Transport Academy.
Oh, I see.
They're all picked men, screened for emotional stability. They're trained to give us the same kind of loyalty that Annapolis and West Point develop in their men.
You're a graduate, I suppose, Mr. Gaines?
No, I was too old for that. The academy wasn't set up till after the strike in 75. But it won't be long now, maybe 5 or 10 years, Evans, before the oldest engineer on the roads is a man who's been through that academy. Gaines here.
Davidson. Chief, there's trouble in Sacramento sector.
What is it? What's happening?
Emergency stop. Hello, Davidson. The phones must be out. Come on. Jake!
Hey, what is it? What's the matter?
Have everybody stay in the restroom, Jake.
What's that?
Probably somebody stepped onto the next strip. Got cut to ribbons. There'll be plenty of casualties. Jake, where's your getaway hat?
In the pantry.
Well, how am I going to help those people?
I've got the whole road to think of. Now, don't bother me. Give me a hand, Jake. This hatch is stuck here. All right, if you're coming with me, Mr. Evans, you've got to move fast. I haven't got any time to waste.
Where are we now?
Freeway on top of the inner road ceiling. That's the outer shell over us there.
Are we going outside?
No, there'll be an access down manhole over here. They're spaced every 100 feet. It's there by the green light. Oh. All right, this will get us down on the northbound road. Careful now, it's dark.
All right.
Stand away from that door, Evan.
But this road is still rolling.
Yeah, so it is. It was only the 100-mile strip that stopped. There's what I want, a phone booth. Look out, Evans. Excuse me, will you?
Hey!
Out.
I'm talking to my wife. What?
Don't argue. I'll... Emergency priority. Division office.
Davidson?
Gaines here. Report.
Chief, where you been? I've been calling...
Never mind that report.
709 report. Strip 20 past emergency level. Interlocks acted and cut the strip out. Cause of failure unknown. Direct communication to Sacramento control office out. If Evacuation of Strip 20 commenced. No casualties.
There are casualties. I saw them. Put police and hospital routine A into operation. Get me Van Cleek. I want him to take over for me till I report in.
We can't reach him, Chief. Shall I cut out the rest of the road?
No, keep those other strips rolling, or we'll have a traffic jam the devil himself couldn't untangle. There are 5 million passengers on that road now. Notify the governor that I've assumed emergency authority. Arm all cadets available and await orders.
Shall I recall technicians off watch?
No, this isn't an engineering failure, man. That whole sector went out simultaneously. Somebody cut those rotors by hand. Now, I want all available senior class cadets to report to Stockton Subsector Office 10 with pistols and tear gas.
Yes, sir. Oh, the governor wants to talk to you. He called in.
Refer him to somebody else. I'm busy. I'll get back to you. I'm going down under. Evans! Put on this helmet! This helmet!
No!
You can't hear without an anti-noise filter. All right, come on.
What are we looking for?
A recon car. There should be one here.
Are those the rotors?
Yeah, the big ones are rotors. They drive the road. The little ones are rollers. They give continuous support.
I see.
Oh, there's a watch gang now, jacking down a rotor.
Can they hear us?
No, the noise filter works on a 4-foot radius. I'll flash them. He sees the light.
Is that Wilson reporting, sir?
I want your recon car, emergency.
Yes, sir. Right over here, sir.
Come on, Evans. All right, now, get in.
Well, it's so small.
Oh, you fit. All right. All right, now, hang on. She accelerates like a rocket.
Oh, my stomach. Oh.
Relay station.
This is Gaines. Get me Davidson, senior watch officer.
Mr. Gaines, the mayor wants to talk.
I haven't got time. Get me Davidson. Leave this circuit hooked into Davidson's board until I tell you to cut it.
Yes, sir. Here's the senior watch officer.
Davidson?
Gaines calling. Have you found out yet what's stopping the roads?
No, sir. It's still a mystery to me.
All right, I'm on my way in a recon car. Hold everything till I get there.
Cadet Edmonds reporting, sir. 3 platoons of cadet engineers standing by with tumblebug motorcycles.
Are they armed?
Pistols and tear gas is ordered.
All right, good.
Assistant Supervisor Van Cleek is calling you on Circuit 9.
Well, it's about time. Cut me in.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Van. Where are you?
Sacramento office. Now listen,
Sacramento. That's good. Report.
in a pig's eye.
What?
I'm not your deputy anymore, Gaines.
Van, what are you talking
Now
about?
listen, don't interrupt me and you'll find out. You're through, Gaines. I've been picked the director of the Engineers Control Committee. We're taking over.
Have you gone off your rotor?
You can't start Strip 20 until I'm ready to let you.
Van!
I can stop the whole road if I have to.
Van Creek, I'll call in the Army.
How'll you get him here if the roads aren't rolling, eh? Listen, Gaines. Whoever controls the roads controls the country. And right now, that happens to be me. Sign off, Gaines. I've got to call the White House. You behave yourself. You won't get hurt.
I don't believe it, sir.
He's got us, Edmonds. If we go in and blast him out, he may wreck the road. What's your rolling tonnage now?
53% under evening peak, sir.
How about Strip 20?
Almost evacuated.
Yeah. Listen in on this, Davidson.
Standing by, Chief.
I'm going down inside with these cadets. We're going to work north, overcoming any resistance that we may meet. The watch technicians and maintenance crews are to follow behind us. Each rotor, as they come to it, is to be cut out from under Sacramento's control, then hooked into the Stockton control board. You understand?
Got it.
Check.
If it works right, we can move control of Sacramento sector right out from under Van's feet. And he can stay in his office there till he's hungry enough to be reasonable. Edmonds, get me a pistol.
Mr. Gaines, there's a man here, and he's badly hurt. He wants to see you.
Take care of him. I haven't got time to...
He's from Sacramento sector.
What?
Sir.
Send him in here.
Mr. Gaines. Mr. Gaines.
Take it easy.
Mr. Gaines.
You're Harvey from the mechanic show, you know.
Yeah. Tried to warn you. Tried to get away. Shot me 3 times.
Get a doctor, will you? All right, now. Easy, Harvey. Harvey, how long has this been building up?
It isn't the men. It's the engineers. I told them they were crazy. Told them the road's got to roll. And when I tried to get away...
Easy now.
Bleeding from the mouth, sir.
Harvey? Harvey? Can you hear me?
He's dead, Mr. Gaines.
Come on, Edmonds. We better move. All right, you men. You saw Harvey brought in. How many of you want a chance to kill the louse that did it? All right, man. Anybody who hasn't got his mind on his job will be in the way. Now, here's the order. We move north, mounted on tumblebugs. We're going to try to regain control, rotor by rotor, before Sacramento sector knows that we're moving. Now, we've got to capture any watch personnel we run on before they can get word back, you understand? Men, surprise is vital. Use tear gas when possible. Shoot only when necessary. But get them before they can reach a phone jack. Any questions? No? Then move out. What's the score, Edmonds?
33 prisoners so far. No one killed.
For years since I rode one of these tumblebugs, forgotten how to steer it.
There's a man ahead. There at the rotor base.
Yeah, he's got a phone jacked in. Hurry. If he gets word back, we're sunk.
I don't think he's seen us. I'll dismount and get him.
All right.
Halt! We're out fire!
Quick, he sees us.
Come here, you.
Look out, he's got a gun.
I got him, sir. I got him.
Grab his gun. Yeah, he had an intercom jacked in, all right. If he's got through to Sacramento office, it's going to be tough.
I don't know, sir. Maybe you can get the call through.
Listen.
The road.
Take off your noise filter. There. It's the road. The road is stopping. Halt your men.
Halt. Hold up there. Hold up.
Edmonds, there's a recon car coming up.
Relay station call for Mr. Gaines in the recon speaker.
Give it to me.
Here you are, sir.
Gaines here.
Davidson here, Chief. Van Cleek's calling you.
Who stopped the road?
He did.
Oh, he did he? All right, cut Van Cleek into me.
You thought I was fooling, eh, Gaines? What do you think now?
All right, Van. The road is stopped. You've won this trick.
Then why don't you get smart and give up? You can't win.
You forgot something, Van. You can't lick the whole country.
Yeah? Gaines, I've got a switch button in my hand. If I'll push it, it'll blow 300 yards straight across the roads. And then for good measure, I'll take an axe and wreck the control station before I leave.
That's pretty drastic, Van.
Yeah? If I blow this charge in the middle of Sacramento sector, it'll get an awful lot of people. There are plenty of shopkeepers still on strip 20. That row of apartment houses next to the road will go.
Now, look, Van, you don't want to blow the road, neither do I. Suppose, Van, I come up to your headquarters and we talk this over. Two reasonable men ought to be able to make a settlement.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I'll come alone, unarmed. My men will stay here.
All right. All right, Gaines. But one wrong move and I blow the road.
Well, we've got to hurry, Dave. If I take too long, Van Cleek will get edgy and set off that charge.
I can't understand it. The psych tests are rigid. We've never had a failure in the Wadsworth-Burton method. Then suddenly a whole sector goes sour. How could Van Cleek get a whole crew of psych-cleared men to revolt?
It's easy, Dave. As my deputy, he was ex officio personnel officer for the whole road. He must have been faking psych records for years, transferring maladjusted men into his sector.
I've got that personnel record, Mr. Gaines.
Oh, thank you. This is Van's record here. Masked introvert, inferiority rating 7. Comment: in spite of potential instability shown on Wadsworth Curve, this officer is especially adept in handling men. He's adept, all right. I haven't got time for any more, Dave.
Chief, are you actually going up there to Van Cleek's office?
I've got to.
They'll be armed. They'll kill you.
I've got to take that chance.
Why don't you call in the Army? He won't dare blow the road then.
I see you would. Look at that psych record there. He's putting up a big, brave front, but he's rotten inside. He wants to be taken seriously. He wants everybody to think he's the most dangerous man in this country. If I call the Army in, he'll try to prove it by blowing the road.
But how can you stop him, Mr. Gaines? He'll have a gun. What'll you have?
What'll I have? Only a prayer. And what I know about Mr. Van Cleek.
All right,
right, Gaines. Director Van Cleek will see you now.
Gaines, I want you to sign this now. It's a declaration of your recognition of the Engineers Control Committee. You've got 1 minute to sign it, Gaines, or I'll push this button and blow up the whole sector.
You better sign, Gaines.
You need this gorilla with the gun, Van?
Where are you?
Can't you handle one unarmed man alone?
All right, Harry, out.
But...
Out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Now sign. What's so funny?
You are, man. You start a revolution because you think the engineers should control the road. Then when you've got control, the only thing you can think of to do is to blow it up. That's kind of silly, isn't it?
All right.
Tell me what you're so scared of.
I'm not scared.
Yeah, sitting there sweating all over that push button that you're holding. If your buddies knew how afraid you were, they'd probably throw you into the rotors.
I'm not afraid.
You're afraid of me right now, Van. You're afraid I'll have you on the carpet.
Got 1 minute.
You're afraid the cadets won't salute you. You're afraid that they're laughing at you behind your back.
No, I'm not. You keep quiet now. I've got a gun
Yeah,
here.
you're afraid of using the wrong fork at dinner. You're afraid people are looking at you, Van, laughing
I
at you.
I am not. You dirty, stuck-up snob. Just because you went to a high-hat school, you think you're better than everybody, huh? You and your crummy little gold-braid cadet.
Van, you're a pathetic little shrimp. I understand you perfectly, Van. You're a third-rater. All your life, you've been afraid that someone would send you to the foot of the class, so you right out on your ear where you belong. I don't want to look at you anymore.
I'll show you. I'll put a bullet in you.
Put down that pop gun before you hurt yourself.
Don't you come near me now. Don't you come near. I'll shoot. I'll shoot now.
Give me that, Van.
No, let me go, will you?
Give me that pistol. Yeah. I thought if I wounded your little ego, you'd forget to push that button and pull a trigger instead.
I'm not afraid.
I'm afraid you'll never make a good executive, Van. They have to know when to punch buttons.
No, I'm not.
Gaines here.
Chief, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I am.
Tack now, Davidson. Mop up. I'll hold the control room. I've got Van Cleek. I think his little revolution is just about over.
Mr. Gaines. Mr. Gaines.
Oh, Mr. Evans, I forgot about you.
I've been waiting at the sector office.
Yes?
Is everything under control?
Yes, all's rolling. Those are the watch engineers going under to check Sacramento sector inch by inch now.
Remarkable organization. Remarkable.
Thank you.
Howley's in, Chief. San Diego Circle rolling. Bakersfield, Fresno, Stockton.
Stockton, oh. Oh, no.
What's the matter, Chief?
The trouble, Mr. Gaines?
There sure is. I promised to meet my wife at Stockton for a show. She's been waiting there since 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, dear me.
Dave, see if you can get her for me. Try the sector office.
All right, Chief.
And Dave, see if you can calm her down.
Oh, sure, Chief, sure. I'll tell her the roads must roll.
No, don't tell her that. I don't think she'd appreciate that. She's heard it too often. Well, I better get going. Bye, Dave. Keep 'em rolling.
Keep the road and the roadways go rolling along.
You have just heard another adventure into the unknown world of the future, the world of Dimension X. Next week, the strange story of the test pilot who became the first man ever to invade outer space.
Check, check, check. fooled you. I'm here. Good morning. How are you?
How the hell are ya? Let me switch around, see what it... let me do a longer one. Hi, how are ya? How's it going? What's going on? I got a new camera. Hi. Hello. I'm gonna dial. Totally. I'm eating my cereal bar. Well, I was sick as a dog the last couple of days. Not to talk bad about dogs. The little pain and tickle in my throat here turned into a full-blown lung congestion on Saturday. Yesterday, it was much better. Except in the evening, my face just started melting. Just the waterworks turned on. I could not stop blowing my nose. My eyes would not stop watering. Just all of a sudden, out of the blue last night. But I am quickly on the mend. I will only allow myself 3 days of sickness. That's it. That's all I will allow myself. Ever when I get sick is 3 days. So when I know I'm getting sick, I'll start taking some vitamin C, some echinacea with golden seal, and I'll chew on that stuff like every meal. Every meal I'll take a vitamin C and I'll take an echinacea for about 2 or 3 days, right? By the third day, I'm so full of vitamin C and echinacea with golden seal and NyQuil, the cold has got no chance. No chance. I sound pretty good. I feel okay. Aside from a little congestion, a little bit of the runny nose stuff that's going on, I feel pretty good. And it's, let's see. Saturday, I think I drank like 1 million bottles of water. Saturday night, I barely got any sleep because I was pissing so much. I got up like every hour to take a leak. So much water. I had so much water. I thought I was going to pop. And I had it within a short amount of time, like 8 or 10 bottles in like a few hours. So, of course, my body was fighting to retain it. But mostly I just had to pee it out. Mostly. Last bite. Totally. Oh, I'm getting reflections of my lamp in that corner. Let me check this out. Well, hey. It's way darker in here now. Can't even see my face. That's pointless. Yeah. It's alive. It's alive. No, really. Ah, hell, I'm alive. Born. Born to be alive. That's right. Aren't we all? Well, not really. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work that way. Well, I didn't get to meet up with my friend David this weekend, unfortunately. Fortunately for him, he had some fun to go do in L.A. He helped out a local, I believe there's some local guys, and went and played a little lead guitar in L.A. for a band, which is really, really cool, because he's one guy that's he's been working, God, most of his adult life to kind of break into the music thing. And I think his time is coming. I think that he's building up a lot of steam. And yeah, I'm really excited for him. It's really great. My daughter got home at 2 o'clock in the morning last night from Los Angeles. 2 in the morning. I expected her home about that time. She said, "Oh, it's going to be over early, and we'll be home early, and like we'll be home before midnight." I'm like, "Yeah, right. Right. That never happens." So she called us from In-N-Out, or she sent us a message from In-N-Out last night about midnight, of course. "Hey, good morning, Joey. What's up, brother?" And, of course, she talked her friends into going by the In-N-Out that we always go to off the 10 freeway there in Azusa, off of Francisquito, and right next to the In-N-Out University, across the freeway from one of the original In-N-Outs, the original In-N-Out. So we go to the new one across the freeway on Francisquito. Mainly because it's open late. And it's some good food. Good food. So what's going on, Joey? I'm surprised I'm here. I felt so shitty last night. This morning, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to phone this in, man. And then I thought, what the fuck? You know, I've only got a few shows left this year. And it looks like I'm actually going to make a full year. I'm going to go the entire year doing morning shows, and that's pretty cool. So this is episode 161, season 3. 161, 193, 93 plus 636. So that's 29, 329. Shows? 329 shows. No, 229 shows. No, 320. I got 329 shows. My math is right, yeah? 162. No, it's 32. It's 230, 229. That's what it is, 229. 229 episodes. Yeah, because I don't do weekends, and I missed a few weeks. And a bunch of shows. So 229 sounds about right. That's pretty damn good. That's a lot of episodes for 1 year. Wow. Wow, man, that's totally wow. Whoa. I've been watching that 90s show. It's pretty good. I would have preferred to watch several seasons of that 80s show because it was actually a really good show, but because it wasn't that 70s show, nobody wanted to watch it. Well, I thought we were going to see the other characters growing up. What the hell is this? Who are these people? What the hell's going on? I don't want to watch this. And it failed. 13 episodes. Kaput. Like my shirt. My shirt says, "Not today." No, because I am not feeling it. So, yeah. What's going on down there in Florida, Joey? What's going on, man? Tell me. Talk to me. Anything exciting?
Did you go to Disney World? Did you go to Disney World yet?
Right. There's a fucking madhouse. I'm telling you. That's crazy. Crazy talk. That's crazy. Crazy Taxi. Anybody play Crazy Taxi? Huh? Crazy Taxi? Anybody? Born to be alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What about if I turn this light on? It looks my face a little bit better. But when I look down like this and look up at the screen, it looks kooky, huh? That's weird. Of course everybody's asleep. It's guys like us who rule the world, man. We never sleep. Fuck the sleep. Sleep sucks. Sleep is for pussies. Little babies. Little babies who want to mommy. I want to go to sleep, mommy. Tuck me in. You tell your friends they are girly, man. Tell them I said they are girly, man, for sleeping in. Get up, you pansies. Not only do I get up super early in the morning after only a couple hours of sleep, but then I get really, really loaded, and then I stay awake after I'm really, really loaded. What are you going to do? I like this. I can talk to this new camera here, and I can't see my face when I'm doing it. All I see is a lens looking at me. I think the best part about that 90s show... All right. You can hang out with another friend. Right on. So, yeah, anyway, the best part about that 90s show is Deborah Jo Rupp and Kurtwood Smith, the parents, the foremans. Great. It's really cool to see them get older, you know. It's just really cool. I heard noises. Ugh. Ugh. The noises. I'm telling you, the noises. I got that Jesus thing going on here, looking up, right? On the TV back here. Got that Jesus thing going on. It's my own personal Jesus. Yeah. It's my own personal Jesus. So you're not going to go get high with Mickey Mouse, huh? I used to love to go get high with Mickey Mouse at Disneyland. Back in the 80s, you could do that. Back in the 80s, it was cool. It wasn't accepted by Disney, but what do the employees fucking care? You're strutting around the park blazing a doobie. Yo, Mickey, what up, brother? Blowing pot smoke in his face, you know, fucked up, walking around Space Mountain and downtown Disney and shit. And my favorite place to go was Big Thunder Alley. Just to the north of Big Thunder Mountain was this big pathway that goes between Orleans area and the Magic Kingdom place where all of the kids' rides are. And there's this alley that goes back there, right below where the Sky Tram used to go. Remember that Sky Tram that used to be there at Disneyland? And you'd climb up this little mountain, right? And you'd go up this little path, and you'd take a Sky Tram, and the Sky Tram would go right over the top of Disneyland, looking down at the park, and it would go through the holes in the top of the mountain, the Matterhorn. Go through the Matterhorn and look down at the roller coaster, right? And then go down to, just above Tomorrowland, just north of Tomorrowland, and would pop out there in a little station. And you could get on here and ride over there, or get on there and ride over. And we took it a few times when I was young, when it was there. But they removed it. I guess they had issues with people dropping stuff over people in the park, which is, of course, stupid. A couple of idiots always ruin it for everyone else. Every once in a while they do use it, however, and I think they put like Tinkerbell or something on it, and Tinkerbell slides down on one of the cables. Disney World is too crowded at this. Is it this time of the year? I know there's a certain time of the year where it's really, really slow, like at the end of the summer, right when school starts. It's like dead. That's kind of when I wanted to go. Right at the end of August. It's really hot, muggy, and crappy, but the park's empty, and you can do whatever the fuck you want. And there's air conditioning everywhere, Shit. I live out here in the desert. It can't be any worse. You know. Of course, out here is a dry heat. Dry heat. That's what she said. She's in a dry heat. A dry heat. Yeah, she wants it, but she's going to need lots of lubrication. I'm like, God, did he really say that? The whole world is listening. Like I care. They may be listening, but they ain't fucking watching. As my algorithm is female, it's going to get pissed off at me. Don't say that. Oh my God, you can't say that. You can't say the P word. What, pussy? I want a pussy. I want my very own pussy. I'd like to get one with really, really long hair. Or a bald pussy. You know. I like the Mexican hairless pussies. Cats. Pussy cats. Alright, people? Jesus, calm the fuck down. Damn. Pussycat. My daughter said that she was at a place where they had some cats. Or she was at school and they brought in cats. I think. Yeah. There was the pet therapy people. And so my daughter was in between classes. She went over and hung out with some of the animals. And got to pet the furless cat, the hairless cat. She said, boy, that was weird. I said, wouldn't Sam love something like that? A hairless cat? He would just lick that thing like a popsicle all day long. Oh, man. Totally. I'm going to say pussy one more time. There. Was that it? Yeah. I don't know. I got called a pussy so many times when I was young. You know? Mainly because I cried a lot. I was a crier. Yeah, that was me. I was a very emotional child. Of course, I felt like nobody gave a shit. So it was real easy for me to be emotional about it. I got treated differently, and nobody recognized the fact that they were treating me differently. Except for me, I recognized that I was being treated different. So that was a bummer. Yeah. Born to be alive. Yeah. I gotta keep getting it on now, because, man, I got catching up to do. I really do. Oh, I'm programmed up till the end of the month, beginning of January. I'm programmed. Of course, I'm going to eat this week up here. So, I'm losing a week this week while programming 4 weeks out. I can't upload any more thumbnails. For some reason, I can't upload that many videos now, and now I can't upload that many thumbnails, so I have to do what do you call it? I got to do that thing where I say, this is who I really am. I don't know what that matters, whether I upload, 10 videos a day or 18,000 videos a day. What does it matter? I'm still the same person that was uploading the 10 videos as I would be uploading the 18,000, right? I don't fucking know. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it's all about. People freak me out. Anyway. I've got to use my phone and take a picture of my ID and send it through my phone to one of those little squiggly things, right? I'm not really equipped to do with that kind of stuff. My daughter will say, look, all you have to do is click this, push this, and click, tap on that. And I'm like, yeah, you lost me back at the click and the push. No pushing and clicking for this guy, man. Snaps, maybe a zipper or some Velcro. But no, come on, no with the pushing, poking, prodding, clickety-click, clicking. But it doesn't click. I don't hear a click. You say click on it, and I don't hear a click. I have to hear a click. How do you hear it? What do you mean, click on it? Is there something I need to touch to the screen to make a clicking sound? Is it turned off? Hello? Click. You say click on this. Well, tap I can do. What did you just say? Tap. Click on this. Frickin' buffoon. food. I want to go to Disney. It's crowded as hell, but I don't care. It's like, hey, all right, you got a year left to live. What are you going to do? I want to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disney World. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I actually want to stay at one of the resorts. That's what I would love, is to stay at a Disney resort. You know, for a week, a month, something like that. Get up in the morning, go down, have a cup of Disney coffee, get some Disney breakfast, walk out and do some Disney stuff all day long. You know, Disney World would be better because there would be more to do for like an entire month. Disneyland and California Adventure, I could probably handle that in about a week, right? I could probably do all I could do in about a week. But I probably wouldn't leave. I would probably stay there the entire time. Yeah. It's supposed to be like a self-contained city, right? Disneyland. There should be everything. They've even got a post office there, so they should have everything. You shouldn't have to leave. You should be able to exist completely at the resort for at least a week. Now, Florida, that's different. I'd love to do Florida for like a month. That would be awesome. It looks weird when I look up at my eyes there, right? I got no pupils, right? Oh my God, he's freaking me out, dude. That was so spooky. I think I saw that in a horror movie, and it wasn't even scary in the horror movie. But my God, he's scaring me. Oh my God! Oh my God! No, really. Disney World would be awesome. Hey, one of you rich people out there, send me to Disney World. Yeah. Send me and the family to Disney World for a month. I could drive there. I don't want to fly. I'd rather drive. I'd rather spend like a week driving there, spend a month there, spend like a week driving back on a different route. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, that'd be swell. I could totally dig that. I could totally fucking dig that, man. Of course, I'm not a rich guy. Not by a long shot. I'm surrounded by junk here. How do you get the idea that I'm rich? How do you get the idea that I have any money at all? No. No. I'm not a smart man. I'm not a wealthy man. I'm not a good man. But I'm not a bad man. I'm not a girl, but I'm not actually a man. I mean, I'm kind of like just a guy. I'm just a guy. You know, he's just this guy. He's just a guy, you know? He's just a guy. Just quit fucking with him, man. Just leave the guy alone. He's just a guy. You know? He's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's just a guy. Oh, yeah, he's just a guy. He's a crazy guy, man. He's a crazy man. Crazy? Crazy man. He's a crazy man. Crazy man. He's a crazy man. Crazy man. Oh, I'm gonna have to eat up this coffee. It's a little too cold. Tastes like shit. Quit harassing her. Gracie man! He's a Gracie man. Okay, no wedgie, no wedgie. Ah, no wedgie. Well. Oh. Yo, Woodstock. What's up? Yo, buddy. Hi, Sam. Good morning. Oh, stretch those little toes. Stretch those little toes. Hi, bud. Good morning. Hi. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Oh, look at you, little guy. Oh, boy. Did you get any sleep? Did you get any sleep? I know. Natalie came home last night so late. Woke everyone up at 2 in the morning. And then we were up talking about the show and about the fun. And oh, she did makeup. She did her eyes, right? Because it was like a circus thing, circus theme. So everybody had all this crazy makeup, right? Her friends each did white face with these black designs and, you know, stuff. And so my daughter did like no white face, but she did these great things around her eyes and did almost like a psychedelic Ace Frehley type thing around her eyes. Stars and spaced out things and this thing that came down. It was just really, I hope she took some pictures of her face because she did such a fantastic job. And they all put their makeup on before, of course, they went to the show. So they had their stuff on all day. The trip out there during the and then after hours, she said that they were at In-N-Out and she walked by. They drove, they were looking for a parking place in LA and they drove past this alley and this guy looked up at them and he saw the three of them and she said that the look on his face was like he was really confused as to why these girls were dressed in makeup like that, right? And it's like the white and black makeup that you see on like Dead Presidents, right? Where they put on that white, black face makeup, you know, with weird stuff going on. Yeah, so I mean, he was probably like, "Oh my God, are they gonna hold up a store? Are these kids that hold up the jewelry stores? Are they gonna be like a flash mob burglar thing?" Hey, lay down and go to bed. Quit clicking around. Oh my God! Oh my God! Away! Yeah. Anyway, gonna drink this coffee. Gonna smoke this weed. Tote that barge, lift that bale, get a little drunk and land in jail. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, darling. Oh yeah. Hi. Mina, over here. No, you don't know what you want to do. Hi. So now, today, I will be working on programming the second week of January, which is the week of the 6th through the 10th. And I'm just going to keep on programming until I am 2 months out. Hopefully by the end of this month, I will be over 2 months out. That would be fucking great. There's a lot of stuff I kind of want to spend each day working on, and having to work on the channel every day, it's getting a little tedious. So I'm going to work on it every day, 1 week a month, because in 1 week I can put a month out. So at the end of this month I will be over 2 months out, and then at the end of the first month I will work another week to put me another month out, and just keep leapfrogging it like that. So I'll always be a month and a half out to 2.5 months out, depending on where I'm at. So totally. And the ultimate goal would be to be 3 or 4 months out during July, August, September, right? So that I don't have to do anything during those 3 months, because that's going to be reunion time, and I don't want to. I just don't want to be dealing with anything but that. And that's if I haven't said, you know what, my health sucks. I'm going to have to pass all of this off onto somebody else. And I don't want to do that. So it'll probably kill me, but I'm going to pull this reunion off. Psst, Sam, you're not a dentist. Leave her alone. No, stay. Lay down. Go on. Bessie, go lay down. No, go lay down. Go on. Go back to bed. Right there. Stay. No. No. No, don't go through there. Lay down. Lay down. Go on. Go to bed. Leave her alone, Sam. Go to bed. Go lay down. Go to your bed. Oh, this is just killing me. No, don't go through there. You're going to bump into my camera. Go lay down. The dog is such a doofus. Totally. Misty, go lay down. Go lay down. Maybe I'll put her back to bed. I'll be right back. Well, that won't last long. That won't last long. I just put them both out in the backyard. It's a little cold out there this morning, so I'm sure she'll be like, let me back in. It's cold. I don't want to be out there. And I'll be like, you blew it. You should have just sat down and shut the hell up. Oi. Yeah, I don't know. The whole programming of the channel thing, it's just a way to keep my mind occupied, really, to keep me from thinking about shit. That's all. To keep me from being depressed. Keep me focused. And to keep me focused on a meaningless task. In the long run, it doesn't really mean anything, all this YouTube stuff. I mean, it's basically just for me and my own posterity. That's it. That's all. You know. Where am I going to be when I'm gone? Right here. That's it. I'm going to be right here, baby. I think I like this. I think when I come back, I'm going to put some more TVs in here. And more cameras. And I'll use old cameras. And I think I am going to do some settings so that one TV will have me on it, but it'll be in black and white. One will be in a sketch. One will be reverse negative, you know. And one will have just bizarre colors on it or something. And I'll just have a bunch of TVs back there. Maybe one with a video playing. You know, create a 3-hour video to play back there on a TV while I'm doing my thing. And I'm talking old TVs, new TVs, tiny TVs, big TVs. You know, whatever I can squeeze in here. I imagine I can probably put a flat screen on the wall. Another smaller TV like this one. It'd be nice if I could do 3 or 4 of those small TVs kind of stacked together. That would look neat. That would look totally cool. Crazy man. Yeah, I guess if I won the lottery, I wouldn't care. I was talking to my wife the other day, and I saw this guy getting out of a motorhome. This old guy, crusty guy like me, you know, and he got out of a motorhome, and he's just standing outside of his motorhome in the parking lot. And he's just standing there, just kind of stretching, you know, looking around. And I'm looking at his feet for a dog or something. He was just some guy, just old guy, you know, standing there. And that was his life. He just would get up and drive his motorhome someplace and park it and get out and go, yeah, I'm here. And I told my wife, you know, if it wasn't for you, that's what I would be doing. That's, you know, I would be that crazy old weird bearded guy in a motorhome parked down by the river. And I turned around and I said, thank you for saving me from that life. I said, but now, would I do that now? Not now. If I was really, really rich, right, and could just have a big motorhome and pull a big trailer with a car in it and some other crap, like my office here, and just drive around. Wake up at a new place every week. That would be great, where money isn't an issue. You don't have to think, well, I got to get here, and then I got to earn some money to live, and then earn enough money to move to the next place. It's like, no. It'd be one of those lottery things, right? But now that would be okay. I could deal with that. You know, maybe have some kind of a couple of houses in a couple of different places spread across the country. Little houses, not big giant mansions, just little houses, and be able to just, okay, we're gonna make our way to that house, and it's gonna take us a few weeks, a couple of months to get there, and then we're gonna stay there for a little while, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna wiggle back to this house, and each time we do, we take a different path to get there, so we have more experiences, you know. That would be awesome. That'd be fucking sweet. Swing and a miss. Totally. Yeah. Cleaned a house yesterday. Yay. It wasn't too bad for me. I mean, I was still, night before last, it was Saturday night. I woke up at 3 in the morning to take a leak and realized I hadn't taken NyQuil. So I took NyQuil, a double shot, at 3 in the morning. And then I couldn't sleep past 8. I mean, it was hard to go back to sleep at 3 in the morning, but I could not sleep past 8, and woke up without having a full 8 hours sleep. So I was still a little buzzed from the NyQuil, but it was holding on, and I wasn't congested, and I felt really good internally. But, yeah, of course, by the time I finished work, I was like, oh man, I need something. But the runny face didn't hit me until late in the evening last night. And because of the NyQuil late Saturday night, I was pretty good all day yesterday. I mean, Saturday was the worst, and that was just because of the pain and congestion here. But damn it, if I don't feel pretty damn good, I've got to go and check on some paperwork today. I wasn't going to do that if I was feeling miserable, because, you know, I don't want to be out moving around sick and getting other people sick. So if I do have to go out, I'll probably put on a mask if I got to be right up in a place with people. It's the polite thing to do, right? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Boy, my teeth really shine in that camera there, huh? Hey, how's it going there? It looked like you're doing rabbits. I'm a bunny rabbit. Right. That's freaking me out, man. Stop it. Yeah, sure, I will stop it now and think about it later. You're kidding me. He's doing that stuff again, Marge. Leave him alone, Harry. He's a goofball. You're telling me? Dude, it's just way too dude. Dude. Yeah. Anyways, watched another episode of Columbo last night with the missus. That's our show. We like to find a good murder mystery type show because she likes those, investigation, cold case type shows. And I like TV and action and drama and old television. So with that combination, we've found that watching old detective type shows, murder mystery detective shows, is where it's at for us. Along with stuff like MacGyver and Northern Exposure and fun, interesting, but hour-long dramas seem to be the thing that we're on right now. And Columbo, just like Barnaby Jones, is really, really cool. Columbo's a little bit longer, right? Barnaby Jones episodes are like 42, 45 minutes. These episodes are 100. No, they're just over an hour, 74 minutes, right? So that's a pretty good show. And they're directed by some great directors: Steven Spielberg, Nicholas Colasanto. You remember Nicholas Colasanto? Anybody? Who he is? I'll give you a minute. Nicholas Colasanto. All right. Anybody? I know you're all Googling it right now. Who the hell is Nicholas Colasanto? Well, if you're my age, you used to see him on television. God. Once a week, sometimes every weeknight. You'd be seeing Nicholas Colasanto on television. With his gang on a TV show down in Boston at a bar called Cheers. Nicholas Colasanto was coach on the TV show Cheers. And before he was coach on Cheers, he was a well-known TV director in Hollywood. And he did a lot of television. Yeah, very cool. And that's why when you watch Coach acting, he's fucking brilliant, all right? Because Nicholas Colasanto is nothing like Coach, right? Yet he would just pull off this character of this old buffoon, this big lovable oaf, this doofus. And it was brilliant. It was brilliant to see Coach fumbling, Of course, he got old on the show really quick, and passed away during its third season hiatus, I think, and was replaced by Woody Harrelson doing the character Woody. Yeah. And that was no, a lot of people didn't like Woody Harrelson, the actor or the character. I thought he was fine. I think he's a fine actor. He's different. Nobody's, not everybody can be, Harrison Ford or Charlton Heston, It's like, give me a break. Everybody's different. I used to hate actors because I'd see them in one movie, and it'd be like, oh man, I hate that character. And then forever on, I would hate that actor because of that one character that I hated. And then I came to realize that I turned around and started to love those actors doing characters that I just hated, because they would have to be such great actors to become that character good enough to make me want to hate them. They got to be a great fucking actor. So now it's those actors who do characters that I really, really hate and I cannot stand. Those actors really turn me on now. How good you got to be to change yourself so much to make yourself so undesirable as a character. Yeah, I really dig that. Yeah. it would be like, one of my favorite musicians being in a movie and being like a politician or something that I just hated. If they could do that, yeah, definitely. I'll buy that for $1. So I'm on rations this morning. I had planned to go from smoking to eating edibles today because of my dental thing. So I wasn't worried about running out by the end of today. Unfortunately, and fortunately, my stuff has been postponed, so now I have a limited amount of smokable marijuana until I get to the reservation this afternoon. Also this afternoon, I have to get to the mail. I've got to drop off a couple of packages to go out. And deal with that. Let's see. What else do I have to do? Big Sandy and his Fly Right boys are coming back to Pappy and Harriet's at Pioneer Town. And my wife and daughter has gotten us 3 tickets. Yay! It's for the 28th of this month. And I am on pins and needles. I'm on cloud 9. I start thinking about it and I get really, really nervous. My plan was to get my teeth taken out and have my dentures here, and after a couple of weeks, after 2 weeks, start fitting my dentures, right? So that I could wear them temporarily to go out and see this concert. But because of my stupid sickness, and I can't be sick and have teeth yanked out at the same time, sinus, it's a nightmare. So, So, I don't have to worry about that now, going to the show. And I'm thinking, God, what can I do to make this a really memorable show for me, right? As well as for Big Sandy and his boys, is to do something for them, right? That would be cool. I mean, they're coming back to our town. This is like the 3rd or 4th time they've been back to Pappy and Harriet's, right? That I know of. So, just for them coming back to our area, I mean, it's such a privilege. So, yeah. So I'm gonna put together a little gift package. What I'd like to do is record all of his CDs onto old reel-to-reel, right? Put three CDs per reel-to-reel and do a series of CDs on reel collection, the whole thing, and probably use my daughter to help me take it directly from Spotify through my stereo and then burn it onto my just go directly to record right onto the reel. Hopefully this will work. Technically, I don't know. So that's the plan, Stan, is to do that. And then what I'd like to do is I'd like to do that twice. I'd like to make a copy of all of his stuff on reel-to-reel, so I can just put on a reel and let it play for a couple of hours. And make a copy for me, and then make a copy of all of his stuff for him. And then hopefully get him to sign my copies, right? As well as the picture that I have of he and I together. That would be really cool to get him to sign that. And get another photograph with him. That would be swell. But I do think I want to put together a handful of items for a little gift pack for him and his chica. So, yeah. So I can't wait. So today, I'll probably be going out into my storage to get into a box of reels that I have, brand new audio reels still in the packs. So I'm going to be taking those and figuring out how to cover the boxes in something that is going to have the photos of his. Now I'll either do a photo or get my daughter to help me do a cover for each one, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, and then have Big Sandy and his Fly Right Boys on each cover, maybe cartoon characters. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I got like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to do this right now. I got 20 days. Yeah, I got 20 days to get this done here. 19 days, because it's on the 28th. So I got 19 days. Counting tick-tock, tick-tock. So I don't know how exactly I'm going to do the recording, because I don't have any of the CDs. If I do it from YouTube, I don't know if it's going to record well. And the commercials popping in, so I'd have to deal with commercials. If I do Spotify, I should be able to go right from Spotify through my stereo, Bluetoothed, and then just hit record on my reel, and it should be fine. I should be able to just go right to there. So I'm going to have to do that and run tests and make sure everything works. And then, once again, try to come up with covers that work. So I can create my own case to put a reel in. But then I would have to get something printed onto that, whether either before I cut it out and fold it and glue it, or after have something printed on a specific place. I don't know. Maybe I can order blank hard cases and then maybe get something. I don't know. I just don't know. Get a hard case that has a clear spot to slide in a photo or a card or something. That would be ultimate. But they're going to have to be old school, reel-to-reel deals, because they don't make reel-to-reels anymore. So anything I find, it's going to have to be vintage or a reproduction. That's going to be tough. Arg. I said arg. And I mean arg. Arg. Let's see. I'll go here. I'll go right over here. Looks like I haven't dropped any more frames this morning. I dropped 132 right about the beginning of my show. And that sucks. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Reel to reel case. We'll see what happens. Okay. A reel case. Reel. There's a hard case with a reel. Well, that's like the cases my father used to have. Alright. Empty 7-inch reel, hard plastic cases, 5 new, sealed. Well, that would do it.
Yep. Well, I just bought 5 brand new cases sealed. Uh-huh. And there you go. And there you have it. A spontaneous purchase there. Spontaneous. I'm going to go right to the post office box there. All right, well, there you go. Every once in a while, you just got to have a little spontaneity in your life. And that was too great of a deal to pass up. $25 for 5. That's $5 a case for those plastic BASF cases. Slide open, slide the reel out, locking. They're just beautiful. I remember having those when I was young. So I'm going to be digging up some reels and figuring out how to then get onto that outside case. How am I going to get some kind of something there that's going to say what I want it to say on the spine? I'll need to put something there as well. And I may change and go back to a cardboard box to put the tapes in, simply because it'll be easier to get something printed on that or glue something to that surface. You know, do a wraparound cover over the top of that thing. So we'll see. But that was too good a deal to pass up. And I got off of there real quick because I didn't want to be poking around in there and wind up buying a whole bunch of other crap. Every once in a while. But I really want to do something on the cover, right? So it might be, if I have a smooth side, do a photo transfer on both sides. Do photo transfers onto a hard, smooth section on each one, and that might work. So I'll probably experiment with one, keep a couple for myself, and try to pack all of his CDs onto like 3 reels. That would be cool. And then, of course, if he doesn't have a reel-to-reel player, I'll say, well, you know, come see me and I'll give you one. Or maybe I'll throw one in the van, right, when I go to the concert. And all the accessories for the reel-to-reel, and say, well, you know, if you come out to the van, I'll give you a reel-to-reel player, and then you can integrate that into your stereo and listen to your tapes. I love creating vintage tech junkies. So, and he's my age. Big Sandy's my age. You know, I believe he was born in 68 or 69. So we grew up in the same era. He started doing his performing when he was in 1988, right? When we were like 19, 20 years old. And that's cool. So. And he grew up in the same area in Southern California. You know, we ate a lot of the same dirt. So, yeah. And it's not like I want to, you know, it's not like I want to stalk the guy or get invited to parties, or, you know, I'm not going to follow him and go see every single one of his shows or that kind of stuff. Of course, if I was a millionaire, I might do follow an artist on tour for a short tour, you know, follow Lucas Nelson for a few shows, follow Big Sandy for a few shows. You know, other than that, no. great music, great performer, great guy, great guys. And I love having that whole interaction thing, but that's about as far as it goes, you know. Having their pictures on the wall, having some good stories to tell, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's about as far as I want to go with it. I don't want to get all weird and, you know, have the guy think I'm a weird stalker or anything. I just think it'd be neat to have, you know, a few really cool connections before I'm gone, erased from the planet. So, and spreading the kindness, that's always cool. Spread the niceness. And that's what I'm always preaching, right? I'm always saying, you know, do something for yourself, but do something for somebody else too, because what the hell? We ain't alone. And he does something for me. I mean, every time I listen to his music, see him perform, think about, you know, see his posts and stuff on Facebook, it picks me up, makes me feel giddy. I like to see pictures of him and his wife traveling around doing stuff. It's neat. You know. Figure I'll, you know, have a little gift pack just to say thank you for coming back, because I didn't think he was going to come back this way again. I didn't think I'd have a chance to see him at Pioneer Town again. I assumed that I would have to drive somewhere, which is like, I'm probably not going to go see him again. So it's a big, huge... When we were in Vegas, he was there the night before we were in Vegas, and I just fucking missed him. So I thought, well, that was it. That was my last chance, and I just missed him. So I got real lucky, you know. And I'm really, really happy that I get to go see that band again. And the last time I saw them, I talked to him, and he said, you should have said you liked Freddie Fender. We would have played a bunch more Freddie Fender songs. And I'm like, oh, okay, next time, dude. And he said, all right, next time. So this is that next time. So I'm going to go through all of his music, recording it, and then make my own little set list, right? I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Play that. That kind of stuff, you know, because I'm bad with song titles, especially from an artist that I've only been familiar with a couple of years. I couldn't tell you, you know, a half dozen Fleetwood Mac songs, really, right? I've been listening to them for forever. ELO, right? I would have to pry my brain to pull 12 out, right? So something I've only been listening to a couple of years. I don't recall any of his. Well, a few. But then, is that the title of the song, or is that just one of the lines, right? So I get confused. So yeah, let's see, Big Sandy. That's my Christmas present, is getting to go see Big Sandy. But it's not just going to the show. Just like my daughter, she gets tickets to a show, and then she starts planning. What am I going to wear? How am I going to look? Am I going to do any special makeup, right? Do I need to order any special clothes, some special leggings, or a shirt, or a blouse, or something? Do I need to go shopping? Do I need to do the song titles on little lettered beads on my laces of my tall boots? I mean, she does this, right? So, and I was so into doing that kind of stuff when I was young that I'm like, well, I want to be young again. So it's not just going to see Big Sandy and his Fly Right Boys. It's going to be the whole 19 days up to it. I'm going to dig out those tapes. I'm going to start going through all of his music, finding everything I can find from him, get it all down, figure out how I'm going to get it into my reel and record it. And if I have to upload Spotify onto my phone and do a that way, have all of my notifications turned off, silenced, so that no thing goes jing, jing, jing during one of the recordings, right? Yeah. And then just do that. Just hit play here and record here, and then just let it roll, right? Yeah. I got to do a sound check, which means I got to check the sound quality to see what it's going to sound like. Do I have to adjust the volume up or down, master this, down that? And then wardrobe, I'm going to have to figure out something to wear. Do I want to wear just my regular old clothes? He doesn't have any shirts, so I can't wear a Big Sandy shirt. So I thought, do I make a Big Sandy shirt? Have one printed? What do I do there? So that's going to be one of those things that I do early on, is try to come up with a shirt, right? Do I make a shirt with a set list? Do I make a shirt with a message? Do I make more than one shirt and pull a shirt off and have another shirt on? Do I make an extra shirt and give him one? Right? This is the thing. Do I guess his size? You know? I want this to be an experience, you know. Every time my daughter goes out to a concert, she has an experience. She doesn't just go to a concert, she has a concert experience, all right? And I want that, because I haven't had that since, like, forever. You know? It's like since forever. I had, like, Renaissance Fair experiences, right? Where it's like everything leading up to that, you know, months ahead of time. The preparation, the costuming, the language, the everything, making your camp. So yeah, so I want a couple more of those experiences. And since it's, you know, it's local and it's Big Sandy and it's, you know, he's a local Southern California guy, you know, I figure, hey, this is my age. This ought to be fun. This ought to be neat. I don't want it to get weird. I just wanted to see, you know, hey, this is this. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, because I never knew about Big Sandy until my friends took us to a concert. And then it was like, they took us to the first show that I saw. And I was just, wow. Just fell in love with the music, fell in love with the guy, the band. It was just great. Had to run outside and get a photograph. And he was so sweet, so accommodating, so friendly. So I don't want to take advantage of that, which is why I want to come up with some cool gifts, you know, to say thank you. Thank you so much for, God, just being who you are and what you do. I mean, just that's awesome. I'll probably never get to say that to somebody like Lucas Nelson or Jeff Lynne, you know. So you take what you can get, and if I can get the opportunity again to say thank you to Big Sandy, then I'm going to do it, you know. Yeah, his stuff is in my playlists, I believe. If you look through my playlist, you'll find a bunch of Big Sandy stuff there, and it is just great rockabilly, 1950s, 60s rockabilly music that is just such an homage to the past. Every song that they do is just so spot on classic, instant fucking classic, you know. So I've got some spray-on tie-dye stuff. I might be able to make some stencils, you know, get my daughter to make me a silhouette profile of his face with his hair, and then cut some stencils of different parts, and make my own little spray-on t-shirt design. You know, he's got that big pompadour hair up front, and he always wears a suit. And if I could just get a little bit of a silhouette of his face, just some lines of his face, you know, that would be beautiful. But I don't know. I mean, if I could get one good cartoon drawing of his face, I could color that different ways and have that printed onto my cases for his reel-to-reels, and use that same face to do a shirt. So there's a shirt and reel-to-reel cases that match, right? That would be cool. How could I do that, right? How could I do that? I don't know, man. And what color shirt would I use? Baby blue? Baby blue? Shirts. Reels. And cases. Swag bag. Just the opportunity to be able to tell someone who brings you a lot of joy, just listening to the music and seeing them in concert, just to be able to tell them, thank you, right? You know, I mean, it would mean a lot to me if somebody were to just come up and say, wow, thank you. You know, your music is fucking awesome and it really makes me feel young. Thank you. You know, what more could you ask for? You know, that's all I wanted, to say thank you. Here's, take these. Can I get a photograph? Adios. That's it. My daughter, she's like, oh, I got a photograph with this guy from this band and this guy. And I'm like, that's my girl. You know, I don't think that a couple of years ago she would have been physically able to do something like that. She's so shy. She's like critically shy, you know, just like I was. And I'm hoping that I set the bar so where she can like, if my papa can go out and get photographs and autographs with people he don't fucking know, then so can I. And she brought home, from the last one that she went to, she brought home a photograph of her and the drummer, I think, or one of the members from the band that she went to see. Right? Pierce the Veil or somebody. And I was like, wow, that is so fucking cool. I don't remember who the hell it was. But this time she's got like 3 or 4 photographs with different people from different... And I'm like, wow, that is... So now we're going to have to start getting stuff printed out and framed to go on her wall. And now it's going to be a little battle between how many photographs we can get with different groups and stuff. That is bitchin'. That is bitchin'. That's awesome. Yeah. Trying to figure out how to get something printed onto a shirt. Now I got those I got black and I've got a bunch of colors. Where they're right here. All right, I don't know how they work, but I've also got a black one, and there's a black one there. But I've got these tie-dye colors, right? So I figure if I make a print out what I want on a piece of paper, right, on a thick piece of paper, and then print the lines exactly the shape and the size that I want them, and then take an X-Acto blade and cut those lines out so that it reveals a picture, right? And then lay that down on a t-shirt, and then each line I'll cover up all the other lines and spray each line with its correct color, and then cover that one and then uncover this one and spray that one, and then cover it up and then uncover this one and spray that one, right? And do something like that and create a picture with just spray on lines, right? And see what I get. Because I know my daughter can draw a great face, right? Let's see, I've got some here that she's drawn. Rave on, tell me. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is stuff that my daughter has drawn. All right. I asked her to draw these for me. These are all characters from my childhood, people from my childhood. There's my best friend Andrew in junior high. So she drew all of these for me, for my story. And if I could just get her to draw one silhouette of Big Sandy. The only bummer is that I'm going to have to wait until she's done with finals, because right now she's right in the middle of semifinals, midterms, semifinals. What is she, in a race? So I've got to get that from her as soon as she's got time. And then if I just print it out the size I want and X-Acto blade out each line until I've got a stencil, and then just spray the stencil. That's it. Swoosh, whoosh, 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 spray a black brown for the hair, you know. Totally. Yeah. That'd be neat. And then just make a couple of t-shirts. Yep. A headshot with some shoulders so you could see the suit, you know, see some of the suit. That would be nice. And then I could pick out a really nice color for this, a burgundy or a purple or something for the suit. And then use the spray pattern to show some kind of shape, right? A little light here and heavy here, you know, is going to give a little bit of light action. So we'll see. I'll have to get some material and play around with the stencils first. Yeah. But I'm pretty jazzed about this. But it's so close. So yeah, I'll have to do my little post-it list today and get started on that. Totally. Totally, man. Yeah. Fun on a bun. I cannot wait. I'm always saying that I cannot wait, and then of course I have to wait. I can wait, I guess. I mean, I don't want to wait, but I guess I can wait. So rather than saying, I can't wait, maybe I should say, I don't want to wait. Because it's obvious I can wait, right? I mean, I do it all the fucking time. You know. What are you going to do? Probably take a leak. Because it's, you know, sheesh. I'm telling you. I needed to take me a leak. I got a lot of coffee running through me. I had a double shot of NyQuil last night before I went down. And then I was up at 2 when my daughter got home. And then I didn't sleep real well until 4. And then at 4:10, when I hit the snooze alarm, I thought, oh, why don't I just call in sick? And then I also thought, no, because if I do that, as soon as I call in sick and say I'm not going to be here, I'm not going to be able to sleep. And I'll be like, well, why didn't I just fucking do it? Right? I only got a few shows left now to make this an actual year-long project. So last week, on Friday, we looked back, a flashback, and we're going to do that again on Friday. We're going to spend the whole day on Friday, 3 hours, looking back at little pieces of the first and second seasons. Friday, we looked at season 1, episode 1, 2, and 3. I didn't say anything. I didn't say one word all 3 episodes. Actually, I did. I put on some music, put my headphones on, and I put the album on, and I said, thank you, Charles, for the suggestion. That was the only thing that I said. And I was talking to myself out loud because my friend Charles had just played this music on one of his reels because he's a guitar player. And I was like, oh, I think I want to listen to some of that. And so I put some of that on. But for 3 episodes, I didn't speak at all. So the show hasn't become a show yet. It's just a camera on a guy in a dark room. That's all it is. The second or third week of the show was Christmas, and there's actually a part of a Christmas tree in the shot. So to keep things true to last year, I'm going to add a Christmas tree into the shot today. So tomorrow there'll be a Christmas tree in here. It'll be right here. And the camera will move a little bit. I'll adjust things so that you just catch a little bit of that tree. That'll be neat. It's probably going to take up way more room than I expect, but oh well. That'll be fine. Alright, I'm going to go take a leak, and I should get more coffee, but I won't. Because I'm sick, and I should probably start thinking about food and Dayquil. Take some Dayquil, right? Just to, I know it's not going to help me health-wise, but at least it'll make me feel better. Since I got to go out and do stuff, you know. All right, I'll be back in a flash. Don't go nowhere. Take a look at that. I'm back, baby. Just me. I didn't go anywhere but the bathroom. Anyways. Ah, somebody's up now. Hi, friends. How are you? Darn tootin'. Darn tootin'. That's a little bit of coffee left. Arr. Arr. Arr, I say arr. Shiver me arr. Arr. Yeah, I've been trying to fatten up. Been eating a lot of Snickers. I don't know why. Mainly because I won't be able to eat Snickers. I'm going to have to switch to Milky Way or something. I'm like, I want to eat a steak while I still got teeth. My wife's like, there's some steaks. And I'm like, nah, maybe not. I love a good steak, you know. A ribeye or a porterhouse, something really juicy and tender, something just melts in your mouth. Like medium rare. Just a hint of pink on the inside, right? Just a little bit. Not bloody, but just a little pink. Cook it too much and it's chewy. You don't cook it enough and it tastes like a bloody nose. Let me go check on the dogs. Be right back. Well, there you are. I'm back. It doesn't feel like Monday. It doesn't. Kind of feels like Sunday. Maybe it's the holiday season. I don't know. It's not like I work a regular job or anything where I would feel like it's the weekend. It's always the freaking weekend for me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just not a busy guy. I'm just not. I'd like to be a stoned guy. That's what I'd like to be. Stone him! Put him in the village square and stone him. Yeah, stone me, baby. Oh, yeah. Stone me. Yeah. Bucket of stones. I need me a bucket of stones. He weighed 3 stone a quarter. Yeah. We're gonna go grocery shopping. Yeah, bring me a bucket of stones. Did he say scones? No, stones, man. Stones. I need a bucket of stones. I'm gonna go down to the village square later, and we're gonna stone that dude, and I need some stones. So give me some stones. Yeah, baby. No, I don't think I need anything other than the stones. Yeah, maybe some paraffin wax. Yeah, get some paraphernalia wax, right? Dude. Oh, some sex wax. That's it. Get sex wax. I gotta wax my board. I'm gonna like hit the waves later, man, and I need my board waxed. You know, it's not as sticky as it used to be. I keep sliding off the nose, dude. Totally. Grocery shopping. You like to do your shopping in the morning, huh? Well, this is like late night for you, so I guess it's all right. Yeah, I like to go shopping in the morning too, because like there's usually nobody around. Late at night or early in the morning. Totally. Totally. It's a totally different head. Totally. Yeah, it's far out. Wow, I'm slipping off to a place, man. I'm slipping. I keep going there, man. My thoughts keep getting pulled diagonally to another place in time, man. It's hard to stay here. It's hard to stay focused on the here and now. I keep yeah. I keep slipping into the future. Yeah. I gotta go check on Sam. He's being a douche. All right. I'm back. Psst. Just lay down. Ah. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm going to be, I don't know. I'd like to come up with a few bucks to get down to a guitar center for whatever kind of end of the year sale they're going to have right there, and try to get some kind of electric guitar that I can start playing again with. I haven't had a real electric guitar in decades, 30, 40 years. Back in the 80s, I think was the last time I had a real electric guitar. And then I've just had acoustic electrics ever since. So I haven't really had a chance to be, electrified. So I want that chance. I love to play rhythm guitar. I really do. I'm not a lead guitar player, but I love to play some rhythm. I'm not really great at how should I say, playing anything specific, right? If you'd give me something to play and a few minutes to learn it, I'll take off. Psst. Lay down. Yeah, I'm actually pretty good. Once, I get it figured out what I'm supposed to do. I'm not a musician, I'm just a pretender. That's it. So I want to do some pretending. I'm also concerned about getting all of my live stuff from YouTube and bringing it home and putting it on a hard drive here. So that's probably going to take precedent over a guitar or over any more fun stuff. But I need to get another 4 terabyte external hard drive, and I need to load it with nothing but my live stuff that went directly to YouTube. All of the stuff that I've uploaded, I've got on my computer and on my hard drives. I've got all the original copies of every single thing, radio show, and every video I've created. But, and then the raw data as well. But when it comes to my live things, I have none of it. That's what at the grocery store, pick me up all of my live stuff. Pick it all up on disc for me. Last drop. But that's it. Hard drive. Hard drive. Hard drive. Talking about a hard drive. Hard drive up the coast. Woohoo. Yeah. Hard drive. There's a good song title there. Hard drive. You know. Hard drive. Of course, people are going to think, ooh, hard drive. Then it's about his hard drive. You know, what's on his hard drive. But it's not, man. It's about a hard drive, man. It was a hard drive leaving her, man. But I took off and I went up the coast and I got away, man. It was a hard drive. I cried the whole way, man. There's a song in there. Okay, right. You got 15 minutes. Give me a song.
I don't have anything to write with. I don't even have a melody.
Come on, time's ticking. You know, 15 minutes, 45 seconds on a lay. 14 minutes, 45 seconds. 15, 45, 50, 18, 30. Hut, hut, hut. Wait. All right, let me get the rest of my rations out of here.
Making noise. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I heard it.
Get the hell out. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Here it is. All right. And then, razzmatazz. That's it. Razzmatazz. Raz the Mataz. Absolutely. Absolutely. What else did I watch over the weekend? God, I watched so many fucking movies and TV shows and shit. They just all run together. And then, because my memory is so fucking shot, I don't know what the hell I watched over the weekend. It's hard to just recall what I watched last night. But yeah, I think Saturday night we watched another Columbo. Last night's episode, Robert Culp was in it. Robert Culp. Robert Culp and Myrna Loy. Myrna Loy was in it. Oh, and hi Sam. Hi. Blythe Danner. Blythe Danner. Blonde, petite, kind of a wealthy girl type actress. Always played an affluent, a girl from an affluent family, which I think is pretty much true, because the way she speaks, she has to have come from some kind of money, right? She's got schooling. But Blythe Danner married somebody, this guy who was the creator, producer, writer, director of The White Shadow, and had a daughter with Blythe Danner, and that daughter is Gwyneth Paltrow, so we all know who she is, right? Gwyneth Paltrow. Sure. Pepper Potts. And it's neat because when you see Gwyneth Paltrow and Blythe Danner together, you go, oh, wow, I get it. Right? Mother and daughter. Ah. But Blythe Danner, she's a different kind of actress. She's different. Yeah. Totally. Yeah. And the episode was focused around the Hollywood Bowl because Robert Culp's character was a conductor, a maestro, and of course he was the guy who did the murder. And Columbo had it figured out from the beginning, of course, like he always does. He seems to pick up on it, and then it's just a matter of him trying to figure out how to prove it legally. And usually gets the people to confess, because he's that good. Good old Columbo. I think somebody else tried to do a Columbo. I can't remember what actor. I think there was another actor recently who tried to do Columbo. I'll have to look into that. Anybody? Totally. Nobody can do Columbo. There's a few people who can impersonate that character, or impersonate Peter Falk doing that character, but no. It's not. No. It's like trying to do the whole Magnum thing, right? Stupid. That was a big fucking mistake. The stupidest show in the world is the reboot of Magnum P.I. It has nothing to do with anything. You know, it's like we'll take this name and these characters and totally fuck it all up and rewrite it. You know, and then where was he? In Afghanistan and not Vietnam? I mean, it's like, you know what? Copycats. Get your own fucking show. You know? Get over it. Why do you keep... Because you've got no imagination. That's why. Hollywood, television, they got no imagination. All they can do is keep rebooting crap. You know? And if you're going to take crap and reboot it and make something good out of it, that's great, you know. I mean, take an old stupid low-budget movie that was just horrible and remake it into something great. But don't take something great and then reduce it down to stupid present-day bullshit, right? Well, we have to rewrite this because it's not going to work in this day, so we have to take this character. No, that's not going to work either. You know, it was on a train, and now the trains aren't really used, so what is it going to be? Is it going to be on a plane? Well, it doesn't take as long on a plane. Well, then we're going to have to rewrite the whole thing. Well, then just write another fucking story, you morons. Jesus criminy. You guys have got vaults filled with stories that people have sent in, original stories, that is like, no, this is crap, no, this is crap, no, this... Well, it's got to be better crap than taking this old, brilliant fucking stuff and then turning it into garbage and spending millions of dollars to do it. Let's spend millions of dollars and destroy something, you know? Fuck. Idiots. And then they sell it back to us as, you know, entertainment. That wasn't entertainment. It's not entertainment. It's a paycheck for a bunch of fucking idiots who can't do anything but reimagine. Just imagine. Don't reimagine. Just fucking imagine. You know, reimagining means borrowing, means stealing, means taking things that aren't yours and making believe that you've done something with it. Look what I did. Psst. Psst. Lay down. Yeah, a little congested still. Oh my gosh. Still trying to figure out a couch cover. We're still working on a couch cover. We've looked online and at the stores and stuff, and they've got those stretch to fit kind. They've got those kinds that just go over the arms and then over the bottom and then over the top, and it just kind of looks like a Band-Aid on your couch. I don't like those either. What I want is something that you put over the couch and it makes it look like it's the couch, right? Now, does that mean that we're going to individually bag each of the cushions? No. It means that we want something to pull over the couch with the cushions on it, but it still makes it look like a real couch, right? A real couch with a cover on it, but a real couch. Because the stretchy one we got over it now, it just doesn't look right. You know, it bags and sags and stretches and it goes out of shape. I'd rather have a solid material that doesn't stretch or give much, and then individually cut each piece to fit perfectly to this couch, and then stitch it all together. I think that's going to look way more presentable. And then we can put the pockets on the sides to put the remote and the TV guide and stuff. Totally. Yeah. Well, wow. It was just a tiny bit over an hour left of the show. I didn't think it was going by that quick. Is it because I'm still loopy from NyQuil? I don't know. Is it because I ain't shut up yet? Probably. I got a pile of tools here, right here, and I'm going to have to take those out into the tool shed so I can put that Christmas tree here. Am I going to have room? Just barely room for that Christmas tree here. And then tomorrow's shot is going to be a real profile coming in right here. Instead of here, the camera's going to be over this way more, so that I can avoid this tree that's going to probably be out to here. Right? I would imagine that the tree is going to be out to at least here, which means I'm going to have to move the camera so that I've got less tree in the picture. And then maybe I'll orient my chair a little bit different so that I'm facing out that way. I don't fucking know. But I'm guessing I won't need as much light in here with the Christmas tree on. We'll see. So my daughter normally goes to school on Mondays. Normally she's up right now getting ready to go to her friends to commute. But she's at midterms right now, and she has a couple of finals. She's got one today that she's got to do on her computer, and then she has to finish writing a paper for another class, and then I think she's done. or at least done until the next set of things that she has to do. But that's what's on her plate now, and I'm hoping that's it. Because once she's done with that, she's done until the first of the year when she goes back to start her new classes. Hopefully she'll do good enough on these finals to not have to worry about these classes again, and have absorbed enough to help with the classes that you're supposed to take after these classes, because I'm sure undoubtedly most of these classes that she's taking are going to be prerequisites for other classes. So she's not going to school today. She still wants to get up early, finish with her test early, and then get into writing her paper and get that turned in. She just wants to be done with it. I could totally dig it. She needs a break. She started her break early with this concert, right? And then she gets to go to Big Sandy and the Fly Ride Boys. She hasn't seen them yet. She's heard a little bit, but she hasn't seen them, and I think she's going to be impressed. She's going to be impressed. She loves all kinds of music like me, so she's going to dig this. These guys put on a hell of an act. They are totally throwback rockabilly. Just fucking classic rock and roll. Yep. Yippers. Can you dig it? Baby, can you dig it? No. I don't think I can dig it. I don't have a shovel, and I don't have the back for it. Yeah. Totally. Trying to remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. I have to do these things to myself to help my memory. So I'm always trying to remember what it is I did or where I was or what was going on. Breakfast yesterday. I know that we had a burger last night. We went to the store and it was like, we finished working and then it was like, well, let's get some lunch or an early supper or something. Well, let's just get something from the store, take it home. We wound up putting burgers on the barbecue. I fell out of like with store-bought buns because of the chemicals they put in them. Since my taste and smell and sinuses have all gotten fucked up, I can really taste those things, right? The flavors of the chemicals really stand out, and they take over the flavors of stuff. There's some breads that taste really yeasty and doughy and stuff. So rather than have a bun, I'll just have a really good bread with my hamburger now. And it tastes really, really good. And because of all of the things that I can taste in most of the foods, I try to limit the amount of foods that are in one dish. Like, rather than have everything you could possibly have on a cheeseburger, I'll just limit it to bread, meat, and cheese, and a little bit of mayonnaise. And that's it. Because if I start putting more on there, I start tasting all of the different preservatives and additives and chemicals and toxins and poisons and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm fucking psychotic. But I try to keep it simple. Simplification. So I was going to go over to my wife's friend's house to work on the gate that I installed. She said the latch wasn't lining up. The gate had started to sag a little bit, which is common because it's a gate and it's not an actual square. It's a manufactured square, so it has a tendency to sag just a little bit. Like a normal gate, you put a turnbuckle and a wire on it, and you turn it, and it tightens it up, keeps it squared up. I'm not sure that was the case, but my wife said she just loosened the screws on the latch and slid it down and adjusted it a little bit, and it works fine. So it wasn't out of whack too bad. But my wife did that. Handy ma'am. So that's cool. So she said her toilet leaks a little bit around the tank to the toilet. And I said, well, you guys just loosen it up, lift it up a little bit. Somebody get under there while one of you is holding it and put some Vaseline on the gasket, clean it off real good, then put some Vaseline on the gasket, and then drop it back down on and see if that works. That usually seals it up. And if that doesn't work, then put a gasket on it, a new gasket. So get a gasket and take it over there and do that. If you don't want to get a gasket, then just lift it up, put a bunch of goop a bunch of Vaseline on there to create a better seal, and that's it. Between the pressure and the goop in there, it's going to seal it up. I like it when she does this kind of stuff because it makes me feel positive for the future. Like, you know, these gals are going to be all right. You know, these gals are going to be all right. I still can't believe we're going to see Big Sandy again. 2022 is when we saw them. It was November, no, it was December, I think it was December of 2022 when we saw them. 22, or couldn't have been 21, could it? No, it's only been a couple of years. I can't wait. I can't believe we got tickets. Which means we're going to get out there super early again. Probably take some dinner and go out there and sit out there in the van and get there early. Listen to them warm up. Hopefully see him before the show. So that I don't have to, you know, get to the door and at the end of the last song run out to the back and miss whatever's going on inside, right? Yeah, that would be awesome if I could just get a couple of minutes of his time before the show, and get a photograph and an autograph and exchange some, give him a gift, and that's it, you know, and then enjoy the show and go home happy. But I like the idea of doing the gift thing because I never got to do that when I was young. I never got to go over to somebody's house and bring a gift. I would go to a birthday party. I'd be like, yeah, we couldn't afford nothing. Here's a card. You know, it's kind of a bummer, you know. And I can give gifts not just, you know, of actual things that I buy, but things that I make, you know, because that's neat. Yeah, I just think it's a neat idea to try to put all of his music on to reel and give him that. That'd be really cool. I don't know how I'm going to package it yet. I know those plastic cases are coming and they're new, and I might be able to do a photo transfer on them. If I can, I might do little photo transfers of the CD covers on one side, and then on the other side do the backs of the CD covers. I don't know. We'll have to kind of wait and see. We'll just wait and see. And if I can get my daughter to just draw me one picture of his face, then I can probably do the shirt and the reel-to-reel cases, you know, with the same face. It would probably take her an hour to knock that out. Here's a good picture of his face. Give me that in a cartoon. She's good. I keep telling her, you know, if you're gonna, she's like, I don't want to do my master's. It's a lot of work, and they're not gonna pay for it. It's a lot of work. I said, well, think about trying to use one of your other smaller degrees and go back and build a bachelor's out of that and have 2 bachelors. And maybe get paid to do that other bachelor's. Right? Or do the other bachelor's while you're working part-time in a job that helps you with your that career, right? But, she'd be great as an artist. She'd be really fantastic doing any kind of drawing, painting, sculpting, any of that. God, I think I got to take another leak. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeedy. All right, I'm going here. I'll be right back. When the pee won't stop. Yeah, it's hard to get out of the restroom. When the pee won't stop. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of liquids lately to get over this cold as quick as possible, and I feel pretty good. I sound pretty good. I'm pretty good. Oh, it's the update on yesterday's breakfast. What did I have for breakfast yesterday? I remembered nothing. I had a cereal bar on the way out of the house going to clean that place yesterday, which made me starving by the time we were finished. And then we went to the store and went grocery shopping just to get something to bring home to cook for lunch. So we had a supper. We had an early supper last night at about 3 in the afternoon. We had some cheeseburgers, 3 or 3:30 or something, and did that. And so a cereal bar. is the answer. That's what I had for breakfast yesterday. Just a cereal bar. Your mother paints. Oh, well, that's cool. What does she paint? I used to paint houses, too, believe it or not. I was a house painter. And I learned to paint in college out here. At the Copper Mountain College, where my daughter got 3 degrees from when she graduated. And now I haven't painted in quite a while. In fact, I was just on Facebook last night because that was the quickest place I could go to find photographs of some of the stuff that I've done. So, but let's see if I can find some external hard drive number 2. There we go. And HAL 9000 or SAL, let's go SAL 9000. And let's go pictures. And let's go pictures. And let's go Art 10 photos. Art 10, that's photography class. Yeah. Print file. Print. Video camera uploads. Whoa. 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 Let's see. Self-portrait. Oh, okay. That's her. Okay. Crap. Oh my God. No way. Oh no. There we go. Some of the elements. I'm just looking at some of the elements for some of the projects that I worked on. Let me go ahead and boot this up here and see if we can look at some of these photographs that I took for a composite photograph. And then maybe I'll be able to find that composite photograph at the end here. So here's, let's see if we can, there we go. Oh, look at the pores on that guy. That poor son of a bitch. So these are just some random photographs that I took. For a project. And it looks like I'm standing in the air, but I'm really standing on a wall with my toes hanging off the edge so that I can give that illusion. It was really hard. I needed a lot of balance there. But I don't know. I was in photography class, so I was taking a lot of really cool photographs. And my daughter was helping me. She was taking a lot of these for me. Alright, let me go see if I can find something else here. Working. Bunch of green screen stuff here. Okay, here we go. So these are some of my final projects in photography class, and hopefully I'll find the other art class stuff. There we go. And like that. There we go. Okay, here we go. Art photography class stuff. These are finished projects. This is at the skateboard park. And I just liked the way this looked, and I was able to catch that sun behind it. So there you go. Yeah, Joey's got a family with talent. What's your talent, Joey? This is our dog, Charlie. That was a fun one. He's waiting for a piece of bologna. Give me a piece of bologna and I'll stick my head through. This is in the mobile home park, so the lights of the mobile home park street lights are down there at the bottom. And then you can just see somebody's porch on the left. And then up above are the hills to the south. Yeah, the hills to the southeast with the moon coming up. So it was really weird to catch these two elements in one shot there. But that was fun. There I am playing with the light again, hiding the light behind something to give it a silhouette thing going on there. Ah, there we go. So my wife asks me, she said, can you paint this kind of stuff here? Which prompted me to get into the program on Facebook and go through my photos and show her that, yeah, I have painted stuff like that before and sold the really nice sunset one that I did. I love black and white photographs. This is kind of a Ansel Adams type thing here. So I was trying to frame this with the buildings down here and this here. And this is my favorite part of being out here, are these set of hills grouped together going up to the mountain in different layers. And what's really neat is the shading, all of those changes in grays in here. And I've drawn this before, and that's so much fun to draw. You know, the atmosphere, the clouds, the sky, the haze. Yeah. So I would draw that a lot being out here. Maybe I'll be able to find some of it. By Thursday, I will have my portfolio in here so we can go through it and I can actually hold up hard copies of some of my stuff. And that'll be fun. I'll try to dig up some of my paintings too. This is where I'm using a flash along with the sunset to try to give a double lit thing going on with that dark silhouette right in the middle, that dark background there. Anyways, I thought it was cool. It got me a good grade. Of course, I got an A in this class. This is my wife and daughter, and I'm doing like a reproduction of another famous girl in braids. I don't remember the photographer. My wife is wearing a Renaissance Fair costume that I had, and my daughter is wearing a blouse from Mexico. Yeah, that was fun. We did a lot of photographs. And there's our dog, Charlie. Oh, look, it's me. I had to run down, hit the button and then run down and sit there before the timer went off. All right. That's looking through a water bottle at the red is my little red here is my car, part of my my Zinger, my little what car is that? Oh shit! It's a little tiny red cars. What are they called? I don't believe it. I can't. A Geo Metro. It was a little tiny red Geo Metro. And there's a bush, and there's sky. And I'm just close up to a water bottle looking through it. That's it. I think I messed around with that a little bit, changed it. Ah, butterfly. butterfly. I'm using I think it's a Canon digital camera. It's just this little tiny handy cam, just a little itty bitty tiny digital camera, 7 pixel or something. There's the composite one that I was creating images for to use in this. I did this on a green screen here. Put an aura around me. Yeah. Yeah. That was a weird one. What else do we got? Ooh. Psst. Go lay down. I think I called this one Prickly Candy. Psst. I like this because it had these spider webs up in here. Yeah, so I altered this one a little bit in Photoshop. Most of the stuff I didn't play with. I just took the photograph and, that was it. Some of these things I played with a little bit, lightening or darkening or something in the program. But for the most part, I just let it. That is so bright there, it almost hurts your eyes to look at it. It kind of almost wants to leave sunspots on your eyes, But I would just take pictures of, anything I could and try to get a good shot, And I did all right. I did some really great stuff, I really, that digital camera really did all right for me, I mean, it really captured a lot of stuff that I didn't even see, Yeah, very cool. Very cool stuff. Totally cool. And these are all final project stuff here. Ascension, I think is what this is called. So I used a sky photograph of the sun to the clouds, and then I overlaid a bunch of green screen shots. This is me on a bench. This is me laying down on the ground on a piece of green. And this is me sitting on the bench on a piece of green with green behind me. And then I just created this shot. Kind of a here I go, goodbye world. And look how I was dressing in college, just like I dressed in high school. Black t-shirt, jeans, and a pair of Vans and sunglasses. And that was me in high school. Yeah, and that was it. That's the last one, baby. Yeah. So now I'll see if I can dig up some pictures of painting stuff. Oh my God. Okay, a bunch of raw photographs. What I need is a file of photos of paintings. That's what I need, where I went to a art show and took photographs of stuff. And I'm not finding any of that. Probably in a different file, yeah. Okay. Alright, let me try another foil here. Try another hard drive here. Oh yeah. There's like so much. So much. Okay, here's a couple of my drawings here. These aren't recent. These are from 2003. Let's see here, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, I don't know if I may have shown these before. Let's go here. These are just some pencil and charcoal drawings. Nothing fancy, just school stuff. But I'm trying to get used to shading, shadowing, atmosphere type stuff. Texturing, trying to figure out how to create a natural look to something that's artificial and one-dimensional. This was my favorite, taking a bag and trying to reproduce every little wrinkle and fold and crease and shadow and stuff. It's not perfect, but it was a hell of a lot of fun. It should be darker right in here. But yeah, 2002. So this is quite a long time ago. I like this one especially because of the reflection stuff I got to work on. All of the shiny reflective surfaces and the bending of the light and stuff. It's not perfect, but it was a lot of fun. Lot of fun. I don't know what the hell this thing is. A shell and a terracotta pot. Right? I guess that's what it looks like. I guess. I reconnoiter. Alright, see if I can find more paintings. Yep. I don't know where I'm gonna find. Sheesh. Wow, files of everything. Files of Labrador retrievers when my daughter had to do a project on dogs. Right? And so I've got all this dog stuff. Or she used to make birthday cards for her friends. So I've got all of this birthday card stuff in here. Crazy. Ooh. Oh. Optical illusion photos. I should probably try to use these in some as elements in some stuff. Because some of these are very, very cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, oh, the other day when I was talking about my neck injury and how I got my stupid neck injury, right? It was from lifting one of these dressers in a hotel. It obviously should have been slid. These are two dressers. One of these should have been slid on pads across the floor because they weigh a ton. Solid oak, metal, and they're just fucking... So anyway... and then I bumped into a room divider and it came down on the top of my head and smacked my head while doing this, and it just crunched my neck, right? But let me see if I can find the thing that I was doing when I left this place was working on repainting these iconic doors, right, at this place. And I had to do the orange exactly the way the orange was, and I had to do color matching, and then I had to work on painting these 2 doors by hand in one day while I was injured. And so I couldn't stop working to be injured, so I had to work while I was injured, which I got no quarter from these people doing it. So, but I got it done, and the doors remain their iconic, color. Anyways, that's that. Let's see if I can try to find some photos of some of my paintings. And the dog is a loco. Ha ha ha. Womp 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 womp. Yeah, I'm not getting any I'm just not getting any closer to my pics. Now I know for sure and for certain that I have actual photos of these things. External hard drive. Yeah. It's just a shame that I've got nothing organized, Nothing. Nothing is organized. Let's see. Backed up. Well, that sucks. That just absolutely just downright sucks. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Shut up. Stop saying that. But it sucks. Yeah. Yeah, oh, there it is. Okay. Back on track. What are you going to do? What are you going to try to do something and it just don't work? What are you going to do? I don't know. Nothing, that's what. Well, it is bright and sunny outside. It's cold as shit, but what are you going to do? What are you going to fucking do? Go lay down. Go to bed. Go to bed. I know you're a kook. Go lay down. So I guess it's going to be about time to get up, get ready to go out and do stuff this morning while it's early. I've got to go in and check on some paperwork. I've got to go by the post office and mail some stuff. I got another donation over the weekend, so I've got to mail out a couple of shirts. And then just keep saving up that donation money so I can pay off the shirts and get some more shirts made. That's it. That's all I can do is just keep going forward as fast as the donations will come in, and they're not coming in quick, so I'm going to have to step up pushing this donation thing and pushing shirts on people. I need to get a bunch of donations in to pay for getting the rest of the shirts made, so that I can be on to the next batch of shirts with some of these shirts left. Psst. Lay down. Lay down. Up at the clicking again. And the clicking. Back and forth. There's nowhere to go, yet they're going to click in there. Psst. Because all of the doors are closed. Yeah. So let's see what else. Come up with a way to make those reels. So it's going to have to be a day when I can get my daughter out here to either hook me up on Spotify, or where she can be out here letting me use her phone to do it, or her laptop, or one or the other. So it's going to be after school stuff. And if I can get her out here to help me do that and to draw a couple of things, and maybe do a couple of things on YouTube to help my production a little quicker, I think, that would be perfect. Psst. Let me go see if these dummies want to go out or something. I didn't turn my volume back on after dealing with them stupid dogs, huh? Let's see, what did I say? Nothing. Not much. You didn't miss anything. It's my usual rambling on. I can't hear you, fugger. But what are you guys doing today? I'm doing, try to do the reel-to-reel thing, get my paintings and portfolio in here so that we can look at some of my old paintings and that kind of stuff. I got to go out and into town and run some errands. You know, the usual crap. But what are you guys going to do today? You going to go to the beach? Hey, son of a beach. Son of a beach. Come on, man. You gotta do sunrise on one coast and then drive to the other coast and do the sunset thing. You gotta do it, man. You gotta, man. You gotta do it. Can't be that much of a drive. Just stay out of the swamp. I'm gonna go swimming. Make sure there's no alligators in your pool first there, buddy. Really? Because it's a thing. It happens. I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen it happen. On the telly. I've seen it on the telly. Yep. That's right. No. Oh, yeah, baby. Right. I get a lot of these shirts from Walmart just because I love the graphics, I love the colors, and they hit it right on when they're talking about me. I don't want to do it, man. Don't make me fucking do it. Yeah, I really need to come up with my own shirts. I really do, because I got a million fucking ideas. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do a run of a million shirt ideas before I die, you know. Hey, did you get one of his shirts before he kicked over? Yeah, dude, I got the whole collection. You know, great. I'll sell shirts to get my daughter to pay for her master's degree. There you go. Right? How'd you pay for your master's? I sold shirts that my father made. Totally. Who fucking knows, man? Do you know? You never fucking know, do you? Don't even fucking go there, man. What are you gonna do, eh? You mook. You fucking mook. So, yeah. I guess at some point I'm gonna have to get dressed and get ready to leave the house. God, that sucks. I'm gonna have to change shirts because I don't want to go to Walmart wearing a Walmart shirt. And I'll probably go to Walmart. It's usually a given anytime I go out. I gotta go to Walmart. Oh, what I have to do is I gotta go to the reservation and get some dubage since I'm just about out. So I'm gonna do that. And I don't know. I think I've got everything for dinner. So if I can just go out and deal with shit that I got to do and come back, then I can get that supper rolling early and eat early. I would prefer to eat early and then snack later, right? Try to eat before 5. And then if I'm hungry later on, just snack on something. Have a dessert, piece of pastry or cake or something. I can't do any milk right now because of the whole congestion thing. It's not good. So, yeah. Fucking A. Big Sandy and his fly ride boys coming back to town. I can't believe it. And the girls got tickets already. Yay! So yeah, I gotta get ready for that. I got to figure out what I'm going to wear, figure out what I'm going to do for a little gift pack thing. There's always he likes to have drinks. He'll drink whatever somebody buys him a drink. They'll bring him a drink and he'll have a drink, right? So maybe do a toast to Monty. Yeah, make it good, make it fun, make it nice. It's so nice they name it twice. Right? Oh, it's gonna be fun. I need to get a cane stool because it's standing room only in there, and usually we go right to the front of the stage and stand there and wait. We walk in, get in there, get in the line first, get in there first, and get right to the front and get our perfect spot. And what I'll usually do is I'll just turn around and sit on the stage until the show starts, and then stand up during the whole show. I'd really like to be able to have a stool to sit on so that I don't have to stand during the whole show. I love to stand and party and stuff, but sometimes my back and my knees just say, you're done, dude, and I just gotta give up. And that's all there is to it. So I guess I'm gonna try to do that before this show. Because that's all I can pretty much do. I've got a stool that I could take, and it kind of resembles a cane, but it ain't. So we'll see. We'll see. And then if I do sit in a stool, then in a cane stool, they may move me over to the side. I think when I saw them the first time, they actually set up a row of chairs off to one side for a bunch of his family, older people to sit down and watch. So I don't know. I'm going to have to pretty much look into that cane with the stool, because that's my best shot at being comfortable during this show. I like to be up partying, but I got to be able to sit down when my body says, sit the fuck down, idiot. You ain't 20 years old. Totally. Okay. I've got to get photos printed. Maybe I'll print one for him, and I'll sign it from your biggest fan, Michael. Right? And give it to him. Yeah, because I could stick that in a gift pack as well. I mean, it's, what the hell? I'm going to take a photo of him and put it up on my wall. He doesn't have to necessarily put it up on his wall, but at least he'll have that 20, 30 years down the road and think about, yeah, I remember when I had this weird, crazy fan, this crazy old weird bearded guy around for a while. Sure. So, and, I think if it were me, I think it would be neat to have somebody who's like honestly impressed, and entertained, and just wants to say thanks. That's all. Because I could just say thank you. But to me, it just seems like I could do more, I could say thank you in a nicer way. And like I said, when I was young, I never got to go over to somebody's house and bring a gift or do stuff like that for people, you know. Go to a concert all in like my daughter does. Yeah. And some frames. Yeah. And I'll print a big one of he and I think 2 of them, to put on my wall, one for him to sign, or, you know, maybe get him to sign both, I don't know. But print a smaller one in a little frame to give, because, you know, he's not going to, like, put it up on his wall or anything. I don't know, maybe. I don't want to be presumptuous. Maybe I'll just give him the same thing that I have him sign. Just sign the same thing and exchange it. Whatever. But it'll be neat. I'm getting googly. I'm getting all fangasmed. I'm really hoping that at some point Lucas Nelson comes back to Pioneer Town, to Pappy and Harriet's, for a show. However he does it, right? Traveling with a band or doing a solo gig or whatever. Because he's somebody that I'd like to see there again, but also somebody that seeing him there would really give me the opportunity to have a meet and greet situation, just for a minute, right? Just a quick, you know, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for what you do. Can I get a picture and a handshake? That's it. Maybe a autograph. Yeah. And it's, you know, it's neat to get an autographed album of somebody from them right there. Can you autograph this record jacket? But to get a photograph from a previous show of the 2 of us autographed, that's going to be the cool fucking thing right there. And then have these photographs printed and on my wall, so that if ever I have the opportunity to see any of those people again, take that photograph in and see if I can get them to sign it. Totally. It's just so fucking cool, you know. It's my daughter's fault, you know. She's the one that got me started doing this, gave me the opportunity to go to the first concerts in, you know, 20 years. And it's her fault I feel so good about music again, because I didn't for so long. I was so just bored with it. And she brought me back to music, you know, and that's crazy. So now I can kind of think about it anew, you know. I feel like a kid again, you know, with finding new music and new artists and stuff. Yeah. Pretty awesome. Awesome sauce. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get over to the reservation. They don't open till 10, so I'm gonna have to go into town in the other direction to do my shit first, then come on back to town, go out the other way and do my shit over there. I think my wife is staying home again today. Actually, I think she's going next door to clean the neighbor's house, because he's kind of a recluse and homebody, never leaves. And he's kind of a hoarder, so she's got to go over there and make sure he's not collecting garbage. He's doing really good, keeping his place clean, putting his garbage out on the porch so the neighbors and the park people can just take it away for him. You know, everybody just keeps saying, you know, all you got to do is ask, brother. We're here. All you got to do is ask. And even when he doesn't ask, we just do it anyway. Right? So... we did Thanksgiving dinner and sent over that. I think we're going to do something for Christmas dinner and send that over again. Usually we do ham. We do turkey one and then ham for the other, just to break things up. And usually after doing the ham, we'll do split peas and ham and eggs and ham this and ham that, ham juice, and just forever. I think we'll do a ham and macaroni and cheese casserole this time, because that sounds different, right? With ham and corn and macaroni and homemade macaroni and cheese. Actually, that sounds pretty good. Yeah. So I'm hoping my my set of temporary, permanent false teeth are going to be here within the next week or so. Hopefully before I get my dental procedure done, so that as soon as I'm healed up, I can get into some temporary permanent teeth, and start living again, even if I gotta tuck through my teeth like this to hold them together till I get used to them, so I don't bite my tongue. Whatever. I'm ready to move on. Totally. Well, I guess it's about time that I start thinking about wrapping this show up for the day. Once again, I'm going to be here all week. I'm going to be here all month, till the end of the month, till right after Christmas, and then on the 28th, no, not the 28th, the 30th, I'm doing my procedure. So, there you go. And hopefully everything is going to go as planned, so I don't have to do any more recalculating. Yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me today, people. I appreciate it. I need this. This is my world. This is my life. Yeah, baby. All right. I am going to cue up some end credits and bid you all a fond farewell for today. Be sure to stop by tomorrow and hang out with me, 'cause I'll be here all week, people. Alright, you know what to do. Be kind to each other, be nice, spread peace and love, not bullshit. Do something for somebody else out there in the world, not just for yourself. We're not alone in this, alright? But most especially, stay weird, 'cause if you ain't weird, ain't nobody gonna do it for you, man. Alright, people. I love you all so much. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. Love you. Adios. Take it easy, Joey and the guys. Watch out for them alligators in the pool. Yeah, buddy. Alright, peace, love. See you all mañana. Oh, tonight, Minecraft Monday. Ooh. Alright. Later.